really just trying to eat brain? Okay. And her brain.
No, I did the wrong because you tried to sing like me at the Beyonce thing. You
Like-
know what? Welcome.
Sing like you. Sing like you.
Because I sing like Beyonce. But we'll get to that in a second. Welcome to episode 38. There's no basketball players that correlate other than Kwame Brown. So Kwame Brown episode of A Better Best Podcast. It's your boy, Charles Beloved, and I am here with my slim waist, pretty face. Yeah.
Church lady, because that's where we came from.
Cut the grass so I can see the snakes. Amazing wife.
Why was that funny?
No, because you have snakeskin boots on, the boots that I absolutely hate.
And I love
hate
them.
with their passion.
I love them so
and you
much.
still choose to pull them out of your closet, but such as life. Amazing wife and host of this show, Mrs. Shireen Kuykendolls. What's up, baby?
I was not trying to sing like you, FYI.
Yeah, no. We went to a Beyonce date night, and
Don't say Beyonce Day Night, because
I'm sorry. Let me be very clear. It was the Destiny's Child reimagined for
Quintet.
violin. Oh, that was giving me a run for my money.
String
quintet orchestra-ish Beyonce Destiny's Child tribute.
Child.
Okay,
Why did you say Beyonce?
Because to me they're one and the same. Because Beyonce did a lot of the vocals. Shout out Kelly Rowland.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Rowland's phenomenal, but it also
Don't do Michelle.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do Michelle because I'm about to say it also brought to my attention Michelle. They gave her the bridges.
Yes.
And a lot of the memorable things
are Michelle.
They gave us some shine. So as a bridge connoisseur, but we're not here to talk about all that, but I just had to start there because you was really trying to sing. But I appreciate your passion, baby.
Wow, I can't just make a joyful noise. Not for the Lord, for Beyonce, for Destiny's Child.
Oh my
I was
God.
enjoying myself.
You are nice. I appreciate it. I'm glad you had a good time.
Anyway, Happy New Year.
Yes.
I know we've had a few episodes
Right,
since the
right.
New Year's.
It's time to stop saying Happy New Year, actually. Somebody texted me Happy New Year today, and I said, this is egregious at this point. She didn't know that I knew that word.
What's the New Year's cutoff?
It is the last business day of the first week. So the Friday after the end of New Year's, there's no more Happy New Year salutation. I
agree with that, but we had a late New Year's, so our first business day was already like the 5th. So I had thought about it on that Monday, and I was like, really, it needed to be the 5th. Like, I feel like after Monday, you could have.
Well, I did have a scenario where I talked to somebody business-wise that I had not talked to since the prior year. And I didn't say Happy New Year, but I did say, I hope that you're enjoying your new year.
I like that. I like that.
Talk to me. Business beloved. I'm giving y'all gems.
I also feel like I hope if it's the first time I'm seeing you and it's a little bit into the new year, I hope you had a great holiday season.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Holiday season. Don't go specific. Don't say Christmas. Don't say Kwanzaa.
I don't know what you celebrate.
Don't say Hanukkah. Leave it open-ended.
But I know you had a break.
Leave it open-ended. I know you took at least one day off.
So I hope you enjoyed one day of the season.
Yeah, phenomenal. These are business tips. I wanted to start a segment. We'll go into it. Elevation information.
Okay.
I want to start elevation information. That was elevation information.
Oh, so you want to start a segment on the show?
Yeah, on this show. I'm debuting it live. That was elevation information.
Live to me too, guys. I didn't know.
Where we give y'all tips to go on about your life. So the tip is stop. Stop saying Happy New Year, and also acknowledges Happy Holidays. Keep it blanket.
I don't know how strong this elevation information start was.
No. You could offend people.
No, that's fair. You know what I'm saying?
People. Thank you.
Which is why I say Happy Holidays.
There you go.
And I know people like, y'all be trying to take Jesus out the season. I believe in Jesus. I also believe in people. I'm pro-choice. You have the right to choose who you want to believe
in December, do your own thing. All right, that's not what we're here for, y'all. Well, kind of it is.
It is what we're here for.
Oh, this is right on topic then, yes.
Wow, imagine me, the host of the show, doing an intro that takes us through the topic.
That was perfect.
For the holidays, we always travel.
Yep.
Our holiday season is never relaxing. It's always, thankfully, shout out to my job, I get the last 2 weeks of the year off.
That's fire.
So it's wonderful, but it's never, I'm always like waiting because we got a flight to catch, whether we're going to see my family.
Yep.
Or Charles is booked for.
And we're going on a trip.
Yeah, we're going on a trip. We've gone to Africa. We've gone, and that's by ourselves. We've also taken the kids to Europe, Mexico. And it's a lot.
Yeah.
And this year I told Charles wanted to host because we were in our big new fancy house.
Empty house.
It's not empty.
I mean, we rushed to get stuff, but it's still, we're still the early infancy stages.
We sprinted to get stuff. And he had been telling our family, y'all know I didn't have no belief we was gonna close. He had people buying flights for Christmas. I said, Charles, why you got these people buying flights for Christmas?
We don't have no house shit.
I said, we might be back in LA for Christmas, so I don't know why you have people buying flights for. But he believed.
I did.
And he had told like my family from the year before. He had told my
because we
family.
put the money down Christmas Day the year before, and I said next year we're at our house.
I'm hosting at my house, so
Yes,
I
I
hope
did.
everyone is ready. So he told my family, he told his family, he told everyone be on high alert if you want to celebrate the holiday or Christmas specifically with us. We'll be at our own house.
Y'all come to Houston, Texas.
So it was honestly though it was great just being home, and leading up to that, you had been saying that you wanted to book Africa.
Yeah.
And you wanted to book something for either Ghana or Cape Town.
It was both. I wanted to do both.
I said, me in my life, I am not going to both. So I may meet you in Cape Town, but I need a season of rest.
Yeah. And honestly, that not working out was the best thing that could have ever happened. Like, I didn't realize I needed a break. Obviously, when we were planning for South Africa and Ghana, Art Basel wasn't a thing yet, but Art Basel really did what it needed to do for us, financially and also business growth-wise, and that, but I am still trying to go back to Africa, be clear. But it was the perfect year not to be there. And I cannot, in retrospect, have imagined not having that extended time that we did with our family. So, having to wake up the day after Christmas and get on a plane, I'm like, that would have actually been crazy with a house full of people.
So I told him, I said, you have invited everyone to our home. It is in poor taste, I believe, to say, okay, Christmas was yesterday. Today's the 26th. Y'all got to wrap this shit and get up out of here.
Got to go.
I also think and obviously it's our family, so even if they didn't leave, I'm like, I also think it's in poor taste as us, as the host of the home, to be like, well, y'all can stay, but we got to get up out of here. Either one, I said, I'm not a fan of.
It wasn't the right year.
And really the issue is that it takes so long to get there. Yeah. So really, you really need to be leaving on like the 24th, but because we have kids, we cannot leave that early. So you end up really having to leave like on the 26th to get there for the 27th, to hopefully be able to do something on the 28th.
Right.
So I told him, I was like, I'll just meet you in Cape Town, and I'm happy to host everyone and continue to be the host. And we had extended time with family till like what, the 27th,
Yeah, we had
29th.
weeks of visitors.
It was a little aggressive.
It was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. And it wasn't like we had great visitors.
We love our
hosting for that amount of time.
Literally, we were hosting from like the 18th
is
to
a
like
lot.
the 30, like the first.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
I guess it was a hotel. It was a rotating.
Yeah, it was bed and breakfast. They said the Kuykendolls Inn. That's what it was.
Somebody would leave. I'd be like, come on, let's pull them sheets. we gotta get ready for the next guest. But it was great. And I think one of the biggest things I think for us is that like our kids get to see, all of our families together. This was also our first year hosting both sides of our families blended.
It was crazy because y'all see, like, we are a very interconnected family, but it did not dawn on me. And we're celebrating our 10-year wedding anniversary this year, and we're having our big second wedding. It did not dawn on me. Some of our family did not see each other since the wedding. So it was like children of people's, of our cousins, and they were like, wait a minute, I have not seen you since you were 10 years ago. You were like a child, and now you're like a teen. So it was like shocking to me that even in close-knit families, even in close-knit families like we are, that, we're not cross-collaborating or intermingling, if you will, as much. And maybe it'll be like one person from my side with your entire family, or one person from your side, your mom or your cousin. But like having both groups together, that was actually very special.
It was really nice. And to your point, because we, your mom or my mom, one person will come to the other side. How did we, when we were dating, how do we manage? Because I hear people all the time say, like, especially before kids, they're like, oh, we're gonna split up. He's gonna go with his family. I'm gonna go with my family. And both of us were very big on like,
I'm being with my people.
Well, not even I'm being with my people, but like, you're my partner now, so you're gonna be with me.
Oh, yeah. Like, I didn't want to not be with you. But I also did not want to not be with my family.
My family. So how did we like approach this? I think even when we were dating.
Yeah. So there were two lines of thought as we come to the holiday breakdown. Number one, and I'm gonna be completely honest, because this is our podcast and that's what we do here. The food played a huge role in where I spent the holidays. I want to be very clear. So for
he
Thanksgiving and
wasn't always skinny,
Christmas,
beloved.
for Thanksgiving and Christmas, I was not sacrificing those meals to go to a place that did not adequately provide the proper seasoning and food. So, you know,
Damn, I'm
I
glad
would
my
say
family stepped up.
initially, I think we were separating. Like, and I would say my brother and sister, for me, it was my brother and sister because I didn't have too many young children in my family. Now I have younger nieces and nephews and stuff. But before, when it was just us, it was my little brother and sister. So I was like, Christmas is important. But by the time you came around, they were like high school.
No, they were
13,
12
14.
and
They were
13.
getting to the point where opening gifts wasn't as important as you
Yeah.
just Cash App and Apple Pay and giving me money. So I was like, okay, well, I'll do Thanksgiving with my family and we can do Christmas with your family. And seeing your family for the last 12, 13 years, I cannot imagine you not being there with your family. Like that is a gap in the actual presence of the holiday. Like y'all are super tight.
Yeah.
And my family's tight, but people go through stints of not seeing because I have a mom who is by herself. I have, you know, stepmom, if you will, and dad. And so they know that we have to split our time between the groups. Brothers in Tokyo, 2 times, second time. So this is common for us, whereas your family, you not being there or your mom not being there or your cousin not being there, that's a huge hole in the entire experience.
Yeah. I think my family, everyone prioritizes Christmas.
Yeah.
Like we have always approached it that way, that is a holiday that we prioritize.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I couldn't have been with a partner.
Yeah.
Because I see this all the time too. People are like, "Oh, I don't want to spend the holidays with like either family.
Yeah.
I want us as our own new nuclear family to create our own traditions."
Yeah. I know those traditionalists. Well, not traditional, but those new age people. They be doing too much.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna pack the gifts up. I'm gonna Amazon Prime gifts to wherever we're spending Christmas, whether that's my family or his family. And we're going to go see our people.
Absolutely.
And I think for me, especially, like, my family's not huge. Obviously, my mom immigrated here from Antigua. So, like, we're kind of a little bit spread out. I still have family back home. I think
Move your mic closer.
Oh.
Keep going.
I think for us, we don't see each other throughout the year. Like, we see your family throughout the year, whether work takes us to Chicago. There's moments throughout the year where we get to spend time with your family. So, even though it's nice to spend time with them for the holidays, it's not like we haven't seen them.
Yeah.
And I think for my family, sometimes the only time I see them is for Christmas. So it was important. If I had a partner that was like, "Well, Shireen, I would like our nuclear family to create," I'd be like, "You ain't, this ain't going to work too much. We might have to separate literally and over the holidays. And you do your own thing."
Yeah, and I think, you know, I have never asked my parents, but I mean, I'm sure they're saddened that I spend all the holidays, well, every Christmas primarily with your family. But, you know, they don't say anything. You know, everybody's grown. But I will say this, with your family over-delivering with the food experience and me understanding that jerk turkey ain't the same as black smothered turkey. And I am so in, and I'm just happy that my family has so seamlessly integrated with your family. So even in those stints where we are with your family, my mom will come down. This particular Christmas, your cousin and my dad got super close. So now they invited my dad down for Christmas. And y'all have 50, 60 people in their house every Christmas. So, you know, he gonna have to get used to hearing the pum, 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 and not no let it snow. He got to start practicing.
Your dad is musical, though.
Yeah,
I think
he gonna have to get used to the soca. He gonna have to get used to the soca and not no holiday music. But it's just so dope to see the future integration of our families because of this experience of us being the medium to get everybody together.
And I will say, I see other people's family dynamics, and I thank God. I think we are so blessed that there is no one or no person where we're like, "Oh, we can't invite such and such."
Because
I don't take that for, and I think sometimes we do take it for granted that like I could just be like, "Hey, Charles's family is gonna come," and my family be like, "Okay, that's cool."
Right.
I don't take it for granted that there is no jealousy between our mothers.
No, absolutely.
The grandmas,
they besties.
The grandmas support each other. That my mom isn't like, "Oh, please don't ask his mom to watch the kid. I can do it." And that there's so much synergy and unity between
and support. For us.
For us between our two families. Like I was thinking about it the other day. Even over Christmas, I was looking like my family's talking and us being able not having to be in every single room to manage conversations. And I was like, good God, we are so blessed to have this family dynamic. that breathes life into us,
Mhm.
and that we don't have to constantly be thinking about others and how others are feeling.
Yeah.
'Cause, and to me, it's just something especially during the holidays, people create so much content around that
Yeah.
and like protecting your peace against family. And I'm like, I'm blessed to have a family, yours and mine,
Yeah.
that I don't have to protect my peace from.
Primarily.
You
Primarily.
about to, what you about to
Primarily, because now I appreciate
What
you getting
you-
all the goodness out.
what
Did y'all enjoy that, Gio? Did you enjoy that?
What you
We got
about
the
to-
positive out. Thank you, Gio.
What you about to say?
But there's the other side now. We got to be honest. I got to be honest.
What's the other side?
The other side is very clear. You know, there's a stack ranking that we had to do.
Oh,
What do you want to say?
It
What
wasn't
do you
a
want me
stack
to- it was a stack ranking. It was Hunger Games. Y'all. I feel incredibly blessed that we have so many individualized rooms in our house that we damn near hosted
almost everybody.
almost everybody in our house. But it was like, and when I
Almost.
say that, I mean somebody was sleeping in the office with the air mattress. Somebody was sleeping in our theater with a pull-out couch, and then we have
Somebody
two
was
guest
in
rooms.
CJ's room.
My mom, by default, has her own room because she lives with us. So it was Hunger Games. And as we went through both of our families to say who was staying and who was not staying, now, let me be abundantly clear. By you not staying at our house while we have invited you to host, that means we're covering your hotel. There was no expense to you associated with this in any way.
You did ask
But I was shocked at the level of offense
that people
that
had.
people had about not staying in the
the house.
core residence. So it was not all good, Shireen. Kumbaya, mellow, kumbaya. Everybody said me that they coming through the Kuykendolls. No. So let me tell you how it went. We went nuclear on out. Nuclear is me, my wife, CJ, Carter, the 4 core residents, the 2 that came from my loins. My mom then Liz. So then I plan to put my stepmom, I call her my mom, but I'll say that for the differentiation, and my dad in a hotel.
Why were
with their children, my brother and my sister, primarily because I wanted my grandmother to stay in the house. I was going by age of deference, deference by age, and the matriarch, if you will. But then I had to consider, and when I called, because I called to deliver the news, but the level of disappointment hearing that my mom was able to stay as a parent and my other parents were not allowed to stay, I said, well, there's grounds to stand on in the court of law.
So then we had to start rearranging.
To make my parents stay because my mom by default is already staying, and therefore we cannot put your mom in a hotel when all other parents are staying. Y'all, this is a complicated matrix. I hope we could do a little video with the complicated matrix.
And also, we let whoever's family was staying in the hotel, that person delivered the news. I'm not getting involved in Kuykendall family business. This is your family.
Yo, you are a child. She was just having me on speakerphone as I was having these conversations. She sat back and ain't saying a word.
For my family, I delivered the news.
I ain't want no parts. I ain't want no parts.
So we made it clear. I tell people, married people that all the time. My sister-in-law says that's the best advice I ever gave her. I said, I stay out of their family business. It ain't my business.
Yeah. And so then, as we thought about the other rooms, we went by the date of arrival. So Shireen's cousins were coming for the longest stint. So it was like, that does not make sense for them to be in a hotel when they're literally here 3 days, 4 days before everybody else. So then they, by default, got a guest room that would have gone to my grandmother. And my grandmother was only going to be here a couple of days. So, and her sister was coming. So I said, cool. You and your sister can have a hotel together, everything good. When I say my grandma, you would have thought that I told her our family dog.
I sure would like to stay in the house.
In a hotel. You would have thought that I said we was making her sleep outside. Like that's the.
Oh wow! I can't be at the house.
The guilt trip.
I'm glad I'm invited, but
I'm glad y'all at least letting grandma come to things. I said grandma, like at no expense. But the good news is, the shocking good news is, when I say she was in love with that hotel.
Wow, this is a nice new
It come with breakfast? Oh, can y'all pick me up late? I heard you got late checkout because of your status. Can you let do 4 p.m.? So it all worked out, but like it was really hurting people's feelings.
And then my cousin came, but they came on Christmas. So I'm like, by default, you get the hotel because y'all are only here for 2 days. So we had them in the hotel. Charles's grandma in a hotel. And then it worked out that everyone else was able to stay in the house.
And I'm like looking at our house as our future decor, and I'm like, yo, we low-key are a few additions to the house away from really being able to have both of our families fully stay. And that to me is amazing. It's not lost on me at that level of blessing at 37 and 38 years old, respectfully, her being older. And what would you smack your list? Can I finish my thought without you interjecting? I'm really truly blessed by that. And so we like want to add like a little loft area and then like a pool house whenever we get to the pool. And I'm like, yo, then this Kuykendall Ranch, a Kuykendall Cathedral, like it has really served its purpose being able to. There was no shot of this happening in LA.
No.
Like it was a 0% chance.
No,
of
LA,
any of
it would
this.
have been like 4 hotel rooms.
Yeah.
We also forgot. Three people stayed in a hotel. Your brother.
Oh, voluntarily.
He voluntarily.
He wanted peace with his wife.
My children are gonna stay at your house.
Yeah, and we stand somewhere
Me
fancy.
and my wife are gonna stay at a hotel.
For me and my house, we at the Post Oak, we at the Ritz Carlton.
Expense to me.
Yeah.
Because I want to stay where I want to stay.
They lived the life. So yeah.
So we had his brother. So I think the other pressure of a blended Christmas was gifts.
Absolutely.
Because
everybody's money ain't the same.
Also, there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So there can't be an expectation that some adults get gifts.
Yeah.
Other adults don't get gifts. Also, the question came, who's an adult?
Right. You want to start there?
Yeah.
I love who's an adult because then I'll go back to the context of the switch. But who's an adult? So where I cut people off is at the graduation of college. While you are still technically a student, you are fully supported by Charles Kuykendall financially for birthdays, Christmas. You're getting money from me unquestionably. If you choose to not finish school, then you can bring that timeline up.
The cutoff date it jumps up.
You can make that timeline a little bit sooner. But then once you're out, I will still do something for your birthday. But to me, for Christmas, you're no longer a child. And I think that might sting. It stung me when I stopped going on my road shows to uncles and getting money. And I'm like, whoa, this day is now a day that I'm supposed to be spending money.
And because at that point, usually you're almost probably 6-8 months out from graduation, depending, or maybe a year. You should be working.
Yeah.
Hopefully, whether that is in the job that you wanted at post-college, or maybe this is a job that's a setup for a graduate, whatever.
Absolutely.
At this point, you should be working and supporting yourself even a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm of the mindset.
Talk about it.
When you start working, you should be looking to, I don't want a gift from you.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for you to personally buy me a gift, but I have children.
Absolutely.
I think you should be asking, hey, what do the kids want?
Absolutely. As the financier of your Christmas, up
for
until that
multiple years.
I didn't expect when you are an adult, by the way of classification, by my definition, you should be doing something for my children. I think that's fair.
You should be buying gifts for children.
Oh, this is a spicy episode.
Maybe a small gift for your parents who are probably still financially supporting you.
Yeah, to some degree. A little candle goes a long way.
So I would say this year, my little cousin, we get nice gifts.
Oh, absolutely.
Like we are not.
That's what we do. That's what Christmas is for.
We are good gift givers.
That's what Christmas is for.
His little sister, my little cousin, they both came. Both of them graduated. This was their first Christmas that they didn't get no gift.
They didn't get it. And I was curious as to how they would take that. But Shireen had a tremendous idea that solved for 2 different purposes. The idea was to do white elephant for every Shireen and Charles classified adult. Now, with that, though, the second problem that we were solving for is when my mom would go visit her family, like she did not know who to get gifts. And so she would like get something for Shireen's mom, but then like your cousins would buy something and it was making her feel bad for not having the right exchange gifts. So I was like, let's just alleviate the gift pressure. Altogether. Everybody do a white elephant so that everybody's walking away with something. So it was a very genius idea. Go ahead.
And I sent clear instructions to everyone.
Absolutely.
I said it's a $50 minimum, $100 maximum.
Yes.
So no one is getting a freaking Bath and Body Works candle that was $10. I said I will provide gift ideas if you need help.
Yeah.
Feel free to ask me. But I put the pressure on, and then I sent it to the new adults.
Absolutely.
And I said, hey, if you would like to participate for the adults, And I also put in the note, I said, everyone is welcome to get gifts for the children.
Yeah.
This specifically is for the adults if you would like to participate. And lo and behold, the new adults participated.
The adults came through. I was so proud. I was so freaking proud that they was able to buy gifts and participate. And then now you experience the transition.
Too. Yeah.
You experience the transition, and it was like a great way to do that without them feeling like, oh, dang, such and such got something and I didn't get something. Because don't get me wrong, I was the one who had the feels growing up when I stopped getting things and gifts from people. But it's a level of maturation that comes to be like, yo, I'm an adult now. It's not about that. It's about giving. Christmas is about giving. And let's be abundantly clear. Yep. That's the thing. It's about Jesus, and it's about giving.
And it's about spending time with your loved ones, not about gifts. And that's something I've been instilling in CJ.
Absolutely.
A lot. And for his class did a little gift exchange, and I got these little candy things. And one of them, it was a really good one, and it was the Grinch. And CJ loves the Grinch. And I said, hey, CJ, I went to multiple places to make sure I could get the right amount for your class, but I wasn't able to get an extra one for you to have. And he was like, it's okay. I just want to make sure everyone else has one. And I'm like, it wasn't a test, but it was still a test. I'm like, that is the attitude. And on Christmas Day, we were surprised.
Absolutely.
When Charles's mom said CJ came to her and said he wanted to buy us a gift.
Absolutely.
And went in his piggy bank and took out not $1, not $10, not $50. Bought her back $100 bill.
Big money.
And said, I got money to get my parents a gift. And I would like to get them a gift. And it was so thoughtful.
Yeah, what was it? A custom little...
I forget what they're called. There are these like, they're pretty... It's
a replica of me and her.
It's a pretty
toy, kind of small
famous
toy. Yeah.
or well, no, it's like a bobblehead. I think it's a June... I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
But he had these little bobblehead...
Custom one of me with a beard and a hat and like chains.
Yes, and me,
sunglasses.
And one of me with eyeglasses on. It was very cute.
No, it was dope. It was dope.
I am so happy that we're instilling in him that it's not about gifts, because truthfully, he gets gifts every day. Like we go into Target,
like literally every day. So it's not the season of overdoing Christmas anymore. Like I love the famous, influential people that are, posting all these big, extravagant things. I went to a couple people's houses and they were, probably more early in the dating phase and stuff, but they had like Chanel and Prada and all that. But I'm like, I'm not getting you that on Christmas Day. I get you that throughout the year. And I also still did get that for you on Christmas Day. So we're gonna acknowledge that.
Charles
are we gonna acknowledge that? No, folks.
No. Charles,
go ahead. I'm gonna shut up.
We do not historically exchange gifts on Christmas. We will do things for birthday. Honestly, we'll just do one-offs. Like I was thinking about you. I wanted to get you this. Charles tried to upstage me on Christmas. I said, the nerve of you to buy me an expensive ass Christmas gift.
I did.
Knowing that we have financial pressures this year, so we definitely weren't exchanging gifts.
I didn't have as much pressure as you did. I just didn't tell you about my alleviated pressure.
You see how they be hiding money from you? You see how they be hiding?
I'm like, my pressure wasn't as bad as I was making it seem, but
Anyway, there has been this bag I have been wanting. I went to Tokyo earlier in the year with Charles's brother to help them for their move. And I told Charles while we were there, I was like, I really want to go thrifting and go. If you don't know, Tokyo, they're known for their vintage shopping because they have very strict laws against counterfeit. So if you're buying a secondhand item in Tokyo, the likelihood that it is real is extremely high.
Yeah.
So I wanted a Christian Dior saddlebag. And I had been wanting it for a long time. If you know, they're very expensive to buy outright. And I was like, I'm fine secondhand. I'm like,
I do appreciate that.
The secondhand ones are fire. I'm fine with that. I went to Tokyo. I found the bag. It was beautiful, great price, great condition. But we were still living in an Airbnb. I sold our LA house. And I had told Charles, his mom was going to Tokyo the next week. I was like, okay, if we sell the house this week, while your mom is there, I'm going to send her to that store and to get my bag for me. Obviously, the house did not sell. So the whole week I was pining and hoping. And the day came that she was getting on her flight. And I was like, there's no bag.
No bag.
It's
no
okay.
bag.
Obviously, first world problems.
Right.
So I was just like, okay, it's fine. Like I had long forgotten about the bag. I had moved on from it. And Charles had we actually split up for Thanksgiving. He had a wedding.
For Thanksgiving, I went to a wedding out in
Croatia.
And then I literally planned my return to stop through Amsterdam for the opportunity to shop for her. Like I was like, I want to buy her something if financially we were viable to do so. And so things worked out. And I was like, oh, I got a little discretionary. Like I'm going to find something. And the goal was to get you a Chanel bag. Like I was like,
I didn't approve of the discretionary.
Tyler coming out with, if you say you love me, then put me in Chanel. I had the content playing all in my head. I was going to buy you this Chanel. Like, bro, it was going to be so freaking perfect. Chanel played me so crazy. I think I told you high level highlights, but yeah, because, you know, you got an appointment.
You got to make an appointment.
Pre-schedule. And I know these things, but I just did not know what time specifically I would have made it there, all this. I was only there in like 14 hours. So
yeah. It was like a long layover.
Right. So I was like, I'll be able to walk in. No. I was waiting around for like 4 or 5 hours out there, literally just walking around different blocks, going to different stores, and they did not let me in. So push kind of push. I said, forget it, Chanel. I saw Dior, and I was like, oh my God, I know she wants this saddlebag. And then I went and I found the perfect one. And I was like, this is going to be a moment on Christmas Day. So I shared with my followers. I blocked her from Instagram. So I talked about my entire excursion that day. All my close friends had her blocked. And then when I came in the house, like she was like in the living room. She's never in the living room when I come home. So I like had to dip off, put it in my mom's closet. I was like, Mommy, I need you to hide this. And my mom got a lot of stuff in there. Okay. she got more stuff than I would like in that room. So it was easy to hide it. I'll just say it was easy.
You're so annoying. I'm standing up for my mother-in-law. You don't have to be annoying.
It was easy to hide. I just prefer cleanliness, clean lines, very Japanese style architecture.
Can you go back to the story?
Okay. She put it away. And then when I brought it out on Christmas Day, like I was just so shocked by your reaction. Like I had the boys come bring it out and you almost cried. And I was just like, whoa. I was like, did she love the bag this much or did she love the gesture?
Oh my gosh.
Because you gotta focus on yourself. You don't know what they love, bro. Do they love Dior? Do they love beloved?
Are you done?
Okay, I'm done.
Anyway, it was really for me the thoughtfulness of it. Oh. Yes, of course I love the bag, but it's stuff. But it's the thoughtfulness that when you remembered the bag, you remembered the name of the bag. And you went and sought that out for me. Yes, that's so thoughtful. I appreciate that more than you know. And so no, it was you and the gesture, even though I still was like, wow, on Christmas, you're just gonna upstage me and make me look like I never get you anything. But but yes, thank you so much. I loved it. I wore it the other night.
Yes, it looked good. It looked good. It was worth every dollar.
I stood up and took a picture, and he was like, why you don't got your bag with you?
Yeah, no. I paid for it. You wanted the bag so badly. Put it in the picture. So
he took one picture and said, you don't got no purse.
We're going to show that.
Just, okay, hand me my bag, baby. Let me put it on.
Jesus
But
Christ.
Yes, happy holidays. I hope all of you had a great holiday season with you and yours. I had a great holiday season with you.
And I hope that everybody takes from this episode, like whatever works for your family, make it work. Whatever relationships that might be strained, work on it. Like literally, we pushing this year. What if it all works out? Yeah. We really want you to work it out with your family, work it out with your friends, have an incredible holiday. Because speaking of which, my friends, because we did White Elephant. She done started a White Elephant monster. I saw on Instagram. I'm putting y'all on notice, friends. They did a White Elephant with expensive
an elevated
gifts.
White Elephant.
And I said, I want to go back to LA with all of my close friends and we do an elevated Christmas dinner party with White Elephant minimum gift like $1,000 or $750. So like, bro, they was getting, well, maybe it was $500 because they was doing like Rouge, Baccarat, and
I think 500 is an appropriate.
500, okay, yeah, I'm trying to go crazy.
It's still the holidays. People got to buy gifts for other people.
But I'm like, yo, that is very fly. So just know that it's coming.
If you don't want to be invited to that White Elephant, just tell me. It's no shame. Just text me on the side and be like, I can't.
But happy holidays. This was Home for the Holidays, episode 38 of Better Best. Shout out Kwame Brown.
And no Happy New Year.
No more. It's over.